there is a huge hit on television. It is called The Golden Bachelor. It's The Bachelor with a 72-year-old guy. And there's a big scandal around it, Britt, because it turns out this guy, whose name is Gary, is apparently not exactly what he seems. Here's just a little bit from the trailer of Gary. Listen.
Stop looking for the woman that you can live with and start looking for the woman that you just can't live without.
I'm falling in love with you, Gary.
The last time that someone said those things to me was my wife of 43 years. I never thought I would see it again. And I'm seeing it and feeling it with more than one person. I just don't have the connection that I did. I'm sorry.
Okay, Gary,
God,
that's enough. We get the feeling. So he's been praised every so in the write-up of what it exposed, the Hollywood Reporter said, basically, he displayed such emotional awareness, authenticity, and willingness to listen that his whole person seemed to have been cooked up in some perfect man lab. They point out that Lewis Black joked about him. This guy is like if the word G. Willikers became a person. Well, this thing took off. It's breaking streaming records for ABC and on Hulu. And the big finale is tonight, where he's going to pick one of the last two women who's going to be the Golden Bachelorette, or I guess Mrs. Golden Bachelor, now no longer one. And it turns out, according to the Hollywood Reporter, there have been all sorts of misrepresentations about his real past. They are saying, for example, that he's a retired restaurateur. But really, the truth is, I guess he last owned a restaurant like 40 years ago, or close to 1985, when he sold his Mr. Quick hamburger drive-in franchise in Iowa. Then he went on. He hasn't been really retired. He's been installing hot tubs and working as a maintenance man. And it turns out, while he represents, I guess, on the show, that this is the first time he's really gotten back on that dating horse since his wife died. This woman came forward to the Hollywood Reporter. He's had a nearly 3-year relationship with somebody. She moved in. He made her pay Dutch on all the meals out. He made her pay for, it was the expose on the Golden Bachelor, may be my favorite story of the week.
I mean, it shouldn't shock us. I was talking to your producer before I came on about it, because I'm like, I don't know. Like, I haven't watched The Bachelor in so long. Tell me about it. So she was downloading like all the info on the Golden Bachelor. And I said, hang on a second. Is Bachelor now what WWF is for men, for women? Like, we know it's fake, but we're like, oh, my heartstrings. I loved Gare, like, or Jer, whatever his name. Like, oh, I'm so into it. It seems so real. And it's totally not. We all know it's completely fake.
They actually went to the trouble of finding old texts he sent to the live-in woman and comparing them to what he's saying to one of the women he's choosing from tonight. Like, he texted Carolyn, who he used to live with, damn, I go to bed at night thinking of you and wake up in the morning thinking of you.
Oh, no.
On the show, he said to Leslie, I have to have you with my morning coffee. I have to have you when I go to bed at night. I love you, Gare. Debt. Oh, it's stressful. You can go to bed thinking about it. You can wake up thinking about it. It can haunt your days. I've been there. I have, trust me. Before I became a TV person, I was a law school student that had $100,000 in debt and no way to pay it, and I was stressed. High interest credit cards had those too. And loans make it nearly impossible to pay off your debt. And insane inflation keeps you stuck paycheck to paycheck. The system traps you. Donewithdebt.com can actually be a lifetime. If you're stressed out about this, listen up. I've talked about my own experience with debt in the past, and I get it. Well, donewithdebt.com has got a new strategy to help erase your debt faster and easier than you ever thought possible. Here's what they can do for you. Analyze all the debt options that you qualify for, minimize your interest rates, cut your medical bills, and reduce debt without bankruptcy and without a loan. But you do need to hurry because some of the debt solutions are time sensitive. Go to donewithdebt.com. That's DEBT. Find out how easy they make it and find out if it's right for you. Donewithdebt.com, donewithdebt.com. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.